With Art Independence Day fast approaching, we pause to reflect upon the historic moment that this date commemorates, when we were finally free from the shackles of art. It wasn't that long ago, of course, merely 9 short years. It all began with the installation. Those of you who are not traumatized by the event may recall this massive monument to the arts, this great, in the sense of large, of course, tribute of self-indulgent elitism, an offensive and insulting combination, you'll excuse my bias, of course, of painting, dance, music, theater, film, video, and the quote-unquote plastic arts. The instigators of this debacle, the artists, subsidized by both the government and responsible companies like Omni Global Corp and Cyberbotics, planned their so-called masterpiece. They planned it as a slap in the face to their benefactors. The government and the responsible companies were incensed and offended by this belligerent waste of resources and pulled any further funding. A groundswell of support came from the artistic factions. They donated their meager funds. They protested in the streets. They camped outside the installation. Thankfully, an anti-artist camp led counter-protests against the protesters. Riots ensued. Many people died. Eventually, the installation was burned to the ground. The riots were eventually quelled, and a monument was dedicated by our own president in perpetuity, George Collins, on the site to the brave martyrs who died in the fight against the tyranny of the mind and soul that is art. Let us remember.